start. Our load shedding schedule happened at just the wrong time, and just as we were about to get going, I did have to just shut down everything, go over to the generator power, and we are now currently just watching the end of heat number 1 in our Bravo tier. So Peter Brunt out in front, followed by Marius in second place, Cutting Beef in third. Good result there for him. Adrian comes home in fourth with Colin in fifth, Ruff in sixth place, Dane down in seventh place. Stephen, we've seen him up on the tables through the season. He's down in eighth place. Then we've got Louis in ninth, and think that's Raf in sixth place is not Raf. That is Silverback down, and that is I can't remember who that Raf is now. I've got myself all confused. But apologies, guys, is that you can hear that for some reason we don't have the sound. So for our backup power setup here is for some reason the sound of the game is not coming through, which is extremely confusing because nothing else has changed other than just getting a little bit of power rerouted through various power cables, and for some reason we're just not able to find that sound. So apologies for that, but we will be able to catch all that live racing action for heat number 2 coming up shortly. And apologies, that sixth place was Rafiki, and that is James Newcomer, so he's going to be starting off in a pole position for the second heat. We will keep just working on the sound. Hopefully one of the settings reveals itself, but I must say that I have been troubleshooting this now for the last couple of minutes, and I'm just not able to figure it out. In the commentary box we do have Ashley. Ashley, how are you this evening?
I'm very well, thank you, Dylan. Yes, we're coming to you live this evening from Catalunya, Barcelona. And the first race I managed to catch it, and what exciting start there. We had a bit of a first corner incident, and but Marius in that very fast Lamborghini managed to get away and was leading for a good majority of the race. And sort of about 6 minutes left of that race, Peter Brunt just seemed to have better pace and almost looked like he looked after his tires well enough to maintain that gap between himself and Morris, and then eventually taking that first position. So good race for him there, and finishing in first, and then in second place Marius, and then in third place Cutting Beef, who also found a bit of pace towards the end of the race.
So guys, this season is proudly brought to you by Deliver Your Parcel. If you would like to find out more about it, you are able to jump into the details are in our description below. But essentially, if you go and you just quote SARCO, you will get a preferential rate brought to you proudly by SARCO. And don't forget that the podium winners in the Alpha and Bravo tier here on a Monday night, as well as the podium winners on the Thursday night, all go into a lucky draw. We're going to be choosing 3 drivers, and they will be participating in the July F400 endurance race. So while we wait for the guys to get those thumbs up for heat number 2, let's just see from our sponsors. So the guys are just waiting for my green thumb to go up, and we will get racing once again. Ash, I am still completely baffled here in terms of the sound that's not coming through. Everything is connected the way it should be. Just does not make sense to me.
Oh, sorry, Dylan. I think what I can do is just make the sound effects using my mouth. And,
I think that is a great idea.
And then that might help the viewers to get the full experience. It's a pity you missed that first race. It was very interesting. Just watch the guys from the start, very close in the first couple of laps. And the field seemed to spread out a bit during the course of the race, but towards the end, you could see some of the guys were struggling with their tires. And I noticed one or two cars there, particularly the Ferraris, seemed to manage their tires a lot better, and also the Porsche. So I'm looking forward to seeing the next race. We know that the track temperatures will change in the second race, being a little bit later in the evening, and so I think we're going to see a bit of change towards the end of this next race.
So just remember, guys, that the top 6 have gone and done a reverse grid. And the starting positions will be as follows: is that we will have James in first place, followed by Colin in second. Then Adrian Bond will lead in, go off in third. Cutting Beef, that is Duncan, will be in fourth place, with Morris Jacobs in fifth place, and then Peter Brunt in sixth. So a very, very quiet stream this evening, guys. Apologies. In the running all the settings and getting them ready in a very, very quick time. For some reason that the capture card is not pulling the sound through from the PlayStation. I have checked all of the cables. They are all connected. So apologies, we'll see whether we aren't able to get that rectified for the alpha tier. But I am currently sitting in darkness. I have just enough power running through the house to get the modem going, as well as the PlayStation and the streaming PC. It does look like James is starting to just put a little bit more power down, just to get everybody moving on this formation lap a little bit quicker. Just remember that the longer they take to get around the track, the colder those tires get, and then we start losing some of that grip.
Yeah, I guess he was just waiting for everybody to get into place, but it seems like everybody is now in order, and they will probably be giving him the hurry up. We did see one or two cars there almost colliding with each other on that warm-up lap. So he's now, looks like he's just backing up the field once again, just so that the guys a little bit closer for the start of this exciting race.
So you do think that, Brandon, but if you have a look here, you'll see that the audio sound is coming through the TV and amplifier, which is correct. So unfortunately that hasn't fixed the problem, but thank you very much for that message. And Brandon DeSantos, you did get the first dibs, saying, hey guys, good luck everyone. Oh, what is going on here? James is taking that very, very slowly, but I think he's going to want to just let everybody through there safely, and reckon that he'll definitely get this going, not wanting to get anyone have a jump on him. But this is part of the problem, is that as the guys start coming out onto the start finish line, you can see 13 drivers for this next heat, and the guys are not able to overtake until they go past that start finish line, as they now are racing, heading down towards turn number 1 here at Catalunya.
Yeah, good start there from a clean start this time from the Bravotier drivers. Not seeing any incidences just yet, but out in front there we have James and that's Ralph Rafiki. And second place, we got Colin, who's putting some pressure now on Rafiki. And looks like he's got past there, Dylan, into first position.
Oh, he has indeed. The Acura is looking really, really strong out in front there. We know that it is extremely strong on the brakes, but now they're going to go side by side, Colin and James together, and it looks like Colin's going to have to just let him go through. Very, very close there, but a little slip of the rear, flash of the lights, and Colin is now leading once again, but he has got the likes of James right behind him, as well as Adrian Bond in the background there, and there's a spin out there.
And I think that was Cutting Beef who...
in the Porsche.
Too much on the loud pedal there and spun the car around. But watch his Ferraris. They seem to attack him right from the beginning. We've got Adrian Bond there now in fourth position. He's lost a bit of time there. They see somebody going wide there, and I'm not sure that was Adrian. So a bit of commentator's curse there. Sorry, Adrian. He manages to go a little bit wide there. But look at Peter Brandt already in third position. And this was the winner from the first race. He's managed to make his way up into third position, and we're not even finished the first lap yet.
So across the line goes James with Colin in second place, followed by Peter Brandt. Then it is Marius, Adrian. We see some guys going into the pits. And that is Louis and Raf. Interesting having to go for pits. I wonder where there was a bit of contact and they're going in to get some damage repaired. But I don't think there was any drive-through penalties or anything like that that needed to be implemented. And in shot, there goes Cutting Beef, Duncan in his Porsche. So way down the order now. 13 drivers this time, as it looks like Colin's been able to get to the front once again, but now Peter Brandt looking to go around the outside, and that is not normally a place that you would be wanting to do that. And Morris now in that Lamborghini is looking very, very racy as they head up into the chicane. Lots of curb there for Morris, but he has been able to make that move stick, and he's moved himself up into third position.
Good overtake the move there from Morris. And I was just trying to see if those guys in the pits were maybe changing tires, or they did pick up damage. So perhaps they're trying a different strategy. But I was on the track earlier, and I think the hards are going to be the way to go right to the end. But maybe they're trying something different, maybe putting softs on. Who knows? But still out in front, we have Colin, who's been chased really hard by Peter Brandt, now just half a second right behind him. And he might be able to get a slipstream on the straights here. Let's see if he is able to overtake it. There you see Colin moving around, trying to break that toe. But inevitable. Peter Brandt looks like he might get past here.
But Colin no, Colin, you have the brakes in the car. You could have had a much later braking, but now Colin's now coming back. But that's now going to allow Peter Brandt to now possibly go around the outside in through turn number 3. A long, sweeping right-hander. And James, listen to me. Dive to the inside goes Colin into turn number 4. Absolutely fantastic maneuver there. And he's now got the Ferrari right up into the rear as Morris just about takes out the rear wing of that Ferrari. And that's now brought James back into the attack here in a 4th place. And let's not discredit Adrian Bond in 5th place. He too is now starting to make up some time. You can see that he's doing 1:48 versus the 1:52 there from James. So this is definitely going to be a battle of the top 5, and any one of these guys can put it on the podium this evening.
No, absolutely. And Colin doing really well just to keep that Ferrari behind him. And we see in the background, looks like James missed a gear there, and that allowed for Adrian to get past. And now Adrian moves up into 3rd position. So a good recovery from him. And that was actually, sorry, my apologies. That was Marius who missed the gear. So something happened there. And that's allowed Adrian to move up into that third position. So good recovery there for him.
But out in front, crossing the start-finish line here on lap number 5. And Collins got that Ferrari of Peter Brunt right behind him. And you can see on the brakes, the Acura is extremely good. And we did see, a little bit of a curb there for Peter Brunt. Not able to get that power down and get it running through to try and overtake here on turn number 3. But now into turn number 4, we saw Collins' great move here as he starts opening up just a little bit of a gap there between himself, but he now goes a little bit too wide, and that allows the Ferrari to close up on him once again.
Absolutely. It's still side-by-side action here between these two drivers. Fantastic driving, not giving each other room. Well, sorry, should I say they are giving each other room and managing to keep both cars on the track, which is good to see.
So guys, if you have just joined us, apologies that we don't have the sound of the game coming through for some reason, but that does not mean the racing action is going to be any worse off. Just having a look at some of the messages coming through. Marius Bortma saying, a brill move there, Colin. Marius can't agree with you anymore. And look at that, an old-time friend of ours, Ashraf Charles. Some good racing, keeper up. Ash, how are you doing? Ash Tubbs, we need to see you back on the track, my brother.
There can only be one Ash.
He was the original Ash, believe it or not. So coming up to begin a lap number 6, and it does look like Peter Brunt has got a run on Colin. He's now put himself on the inside. And Colin's gonna pretty sure that he's gonna know that Ferrari, you can see it is now ahead of him. But now has Peter Brunt taken too much of a tight line? It does look like Colin just backs off ever so slightly, and he's now allowed that Ferrari to go through.
Yeah, good overtake move there from Peter Brunt. He got the slipstream on the straight and managed to make it count. But look at this Colin in his Acura, trying his best, trying to fight back. Seems to be very strong on that corner in particular. But now just dropping back a little bit. But this little dance between Adrian, Bond and Morris is going pretty well as well. The Ferrari is definitely giving poor Marius a run for his money this evening. And I'm sure we're going to see. I wonder if he's going to look after his tyres this time around.
You can just jump down to 5th and 6th. I can see that there's also a bit of an almighty battle happening, and that's the battle between the Audis. And then just behind there's another battle. So we are currently looking at, that is Donovan trying to chase down, in shot is Dane. Just behind Dane is Rudy Base. Then looking a little bit further up as Rudy takes a lot of curb. Will he take a look to the inside? We're going into turn number 12. Not close enough who he is. He's managed to ride that curb, and it has pulled him through. Now they go too wide through turns number 13, but now through 14 and 15, Rudy has to back off, and he lets Dane in too much acceleration too soon on that curb. And unfortunately, Rudy's going to have to fight back with 7 minutes left to go of this race. It is going to be an almighty battle for him to try and close that gap up. And a look to the inside goes Donovan, but not close enough to overtake James going into turn number 1.
Oh, there we see James just losing the rear of that Audi, and that's allowed now Donovan to get through. So that's most unfortunate, but it looks like he's got a better drive now on the inside. Will he dive on the inside? Nope. He lets James go through. Sorry, Donovan go through. And has to settle now for that 6th position. We move up in the field. Oh, yeah, we see Marius having a close battle with Adrian, getting very, very close to the back of that Ferrari.
It almost looked like that Marius was just leaning on the back of the Ferrari on the brakes there. But both cars don't seem to have too much problems here. But now Marius might have the look on the inside here on the brakes. Sets himself up very nicely there into the hairpin at turn number 10. As Adrian gets on that power, the rear steps out ever so slightly, and unfortunately that allows Marius back up into third place, and that is a really great overtake there for Marius, just squeezing out that the Ferrari of Adrian Bond, not giving him any room to fight back and defend that position, and he made it quite an easy overtake in the end there.
Yeah, it just seemed to have a lot more grip coming out that last corner before that back straight, and just seemed to ease past Adrian there. So I think Adrian probably lost the momentum somewhere and allowed him to overtake there. So that moves Morris now up into third position, and the next target he has ahead is this man Colin in the Acura, and hoping we'll see a good dance from those two a little bit later in this race.
So just looking at the lap times, Colin is currently going 2 seconds faster than Marius, but we do know that Marius was battling up behind the rear of Adrian, so it all depends what the next split is once the guys cross the start finish line. 1 second penalty, and we've just lost some drivers, quite a few drivers actually. Weren't there 13? How did we lose 4 drivers in a flash like that?
Anything's possible.
True story. True story.
Somebody left their lights behind on the track.
So just under 5 minutes left, so we will get 3 laps left of this race, and currently it is Peter Brunt out in front, being followed by Colin, but Colin being chased down by both Marius Jacobs as well as Adrian Bond, with Donovan in 5th, then Dane in 6th place. So it looks like we've lost Rudy Silverback. Okay, Cutting Beef is there. Actually, I better not say it. Dirkie is saying that possibly load shedding. Dirkie, you're possibly right. That could very well be what had happened there. Yeah, actually, just gonna have to jump in there just while I'll take down the results from the first heat, just so that we know who we're going to be talking to at the end of this heat. So apologies guys, the sound I'm currently under a load shedding what is it, load shedding circumstances.
Yep. Thank goodness we got a backup generator, proudly sponsored by CT Auto. So yeah, Dylan is able to assist with the broadcasting this evening. Even though we have some sort of technical difficulties, we are able to bring you the visuals and commentary from Dylan and myself. Our team first position, we have Peter Brunt with a commanding lead at the moment of 3 seconds to just under 3 minutes left. And I think it's going to be very difficult to close that gap between himself and Colin. Colin finding a little more speed towards the end of this race, managed now to pull a gap on Marius. Marius with that 1 second penalty, and he's got Mr. Bond right behind him at the moment. So he needs to keep that gap as wide as possible, because if he doesn't manage to increase that gap now, he would lose that third position, and Mr. Bond will pick up that podium this evening. And if you look at those times between those two drivers, not much difference, and that gap is getting ever so smaller.
Yeah, this is always one of the crazy things, is that as what I found in the later parts of the races is that the Acura's tires just start losing that grip. You start understeering, then the car snaps, and then it It is just such a horrible, horrible time of the race. So I definitely want to.
Whoa, who's that in front? Was that Peter Brunt?
That's Peter Brunt. Peter Brunt
Peter.
losing it through the chicane. So that now puts a Colin out in front with one more lap to go, being chased down by Marius, Adrian, and you can see Peter Brunt down in fourth place. So still, this race is definitely not over as Marius overcooks it, coming out of the hairpin and just gets himself ahead of Adrian Bond. And Adrian now, I'm sure, he's just going to want to set himself up to get the toe down the start-finish straight and move himself up into second. But that's definitely allowed Colin out in front ahead. And this is now Colin's race to lose.
Absolutely. And that's what I basically said on the last lap. And look what happened. We saw Peter Brunt making that little mistake, and that's dropped him now to fourth position. But let's not forget, we do have Adrian it's Marius with that 1 second penalty.
Oh, Adrian, no! Adrian losing it into turn number one. The rear just stepping out. Man, oh man. And there goes Adrian down into a fourth position.
Wow. I honestly thought he was going to pick up podium position there. And just like that. But we still have 1 lap left to go. Anything could happen at this stage. We see the track conditions are changing. We see the drivers are battling with tire wear and not able to get the power down. And just within the space of literally 10 corners, we have two different race leaders. So it just shows you how this race could change at any point.
You can see that at the top of the screen it says time remaining. That is the end of it. So just a couple more corners here for Colin. He just needs to bring it home and he will get his first win. No! Yo! I thought, no, what are you doing, Colin? He's outbraked himself, gone straight off the track. Meanwhile, a little bit of lag, just playing with my emotions there. So now through the final chicane, goes Colin. He'll now go through the last corner and he will come home in first place. That is a extremely dramatic end to this race. Colin in first, followed by Marius in second. No, Peter Brunt comes home in second place because of that time penalty. And Marius takes home the third place. So, talk about it coming down to the wire. But absolutely a fantastic drive there for Colin. Just kept that Acura where he needed to, defended his places, and a little mistake there from Peter Brunt. And that unfortunately loses him that back-to-back win. Adrian Bond, he will come home in fourth place. A great result there for him. So back-to-back fourth places for Adrian. Dane comes home in fifth place. Donovan in sixth with it's not Raf. I don't know why my brain keeps saying that, but that's James. Then Cutting Beef Duncan in 8th place with Louis down in 9th place.
Do you want in the commentary?
So the commentary, your top 3 is Marius, Peter Brunt, and Colin.
Marius, Peter Brunt, and Colin, could you join us in the commentary box, please? Thank you. Well done, guys. That was awesome.
Okay, let me just get my video up, and you can see that I'm currently sitting in the dark. But why aren't you seeing my camera? That is so strange. Load shedding definitely does not work with my setup here. That's for sure. Let's see, maybe I can fix this quickly.
Peter, can you work?
Yes,
Okay.
well done.
There we go. Because if I turn this off, then that is the end of my lights. So let's start off with you, Colin. Absolute a great drive there for you. Seems to be a little bit of sweat on that bra, even though it's probably one of the coldest nights that we've had here in Joburg this year. But it didn't look like anybody wanted to win that last race.
No, that's just my pit crew spraying me with a water bottle. No, it was pretty tough. Guys gave me a bit of uphill there and there, but I managed to savor it. And unfortunately, I had a spin in the front there, and then I got the place back. So I'm pretty happy.
100%. Well, that puts you third overall for the evening. An absolute great drive there for you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, guys.
And let's go to you, Marius. A great drive there for you as well. Lots and lots of battles happening for you. Between yourself, Adrian, and Colin, you definitely were fighting extremely hard there, but just not able to get that place. And we saw that at one stage you could possibly have won that race. A little too eager on the rear, spinned yourself around. But
if the left front kept up, it would have been better, but that was cooked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think the turning in was so good.
no, but an absolute great result there for you. Second overall for the evening.
I'm happy. I'll take it.
Well done.
Let's go to you, PB. Started in sixth, obviously a win. We didn't quite catch the race due to the stream needing the generator power to get up and going. But then that was your race to lose, a little spin going through the chicane, and then all of a sudden you've got four cars chasing you down, unfortunately Colin out in front.
Yeah. I battle with this Ferrari every time the last 5 or so laps. I don't know why. I try different, loose and stable, but yeah, it just don't work with me. I don't know. But yeah, the pressure from behind, yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I thought I was going to be lost, but yeah, I'll take that second, yeah, with a smile.
No, awesome.
Yeah.
Winner
Well
for
done
you
to Nico,
overall.
well done to Molly.
Just in terms,
Thanks.
a great drive there for you, and I'm pretty sure that you can be happy with that.
Yeah.
Cool. Guys,
luck
thank you
change.
so much. We're going to be just changing over to the Alpha tier now, and we'll be racing in the next couple of minutes or so. But to the Bravo tier, thank you so much. An absolute great show that you put on there for us, and we hope to see you on the stream a little bit later.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for all for this.
Enjoy it. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys, we're just getting the my screen loaded. I'll be doing some racing now, which I'm quite excited about. We still will have that a live broadcast going out. We just need to check with Sarge whether he is able to assist. Just looking at some of the messages that have been coming through, Rudy was saying that his power went off just as he was starting to get up there, lots of points. So that is very frustrating. Unlucky, Rudy, possibly one of the unluckiest in terms of connection, power. That definitely goes out to Rudy. Stephen, I see you've just jumped into the commentary box. We saw that Porsche very far down the order this evening. Tough racing for you?
Yeah, I think I was just very unlucky. Car was quick. Practice was quick. Just caught up in wrong moments. Tagged I think it was NGC. Gave the position back. Chased. And then, just mistake after mistake. And then the critical one in the race 2, cutting beef. When I lost it, he tried to avoid me, but he didn't, and he hit me, and had severe damage. So I just retired to the pits and called it a night, because that was my race.
Oh no, it's definitely not something that you want to do, is having to retire. But as long as it wasn't done maliciously and it was just one of those things that happened.
No, it was all me. I lost it. And he couldn't miss me. I was in the middle of the track.
Just checking whether there we go. Sarge.
Just gotta make Stephen the
director.
Yeah.
Are you in the lobby, Stephen?
No, not yet.
Do you need an invite?
Yeah.
Ash, could you just send me an invite as well, please?
Yeah, done. Oh, done.
To me, so that I could actually race. That would be great.
Oh, you don't need to race, though.
Pretty sure I do. So, Stephen, unfortunately, Stephen Koenig is not here this evening. There has some challenges he's experiencing with his brother who's not well, so unfortunately they are looking after it, but all thoughts go out to the Koenig family, just wishing them Michael a speedy recovery.
Yeah, definitely.
So you are going to be just doing what you can. I've got a few people that I am clashing with, so let's just try that again. But we will get a Sarge that's going to jump in with you, and he'll be able to just fill in some of those gaps with you.
No problemo.
Jakes, can you make Stephen the director, please? Jakes, can you make Stephen the director, please? Can't give me Jakes.
Okay, Stephen, you've got this.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it.
Sweet. Okay, your screen is up. I'm putting up my vote to start, and then I'm going to be just switching over my headset. I have just dropped Sarge a message just to come and join you. But enjoy it, and we'll see you on the other side.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Who do you think is going to be on the front row, Ash?
Yeah, well, who knows?
All about that perfect start. Oh, is that Morris in the front row?
Oh, if he's on the front
Yeah.
row.
Yeah. Slap hit, Morris. Dylan fourth. Oh my goodness. Jakes is seventh.
Oh, all the way. Middle of the pack again.
Yeah. Oh, Ash is eighth.
Miles retiring spectate now.
Come on, Ash, it can't be that bad. Jeez. So, let's see what happens.
Slaughtered on the start already.
That's not Pete on the defense. Oh, who is that? Hill. Carnage. Was a bit unlucky there
Dylan
for
got-
it. But Dylan got through. Jeez. To second. Morris now to second.
Woo.
Looks like Ash has picked up places. Yeah, he's in sixth place. No, looks like he's lost a place. Must have just ran a bit wide there. Terry's picked up very nicely. He's all the way into ninth. He started off in 13th. Looks like Lindell fell back there a bit. It's like he's all the way at the back. A bit of a touch there in the first corner. Marius is catching first place there. Then right behind there.
Yes, Audi's so quick on the straight, man.
Yeah, I think just with that bit of a backdrop there, and that helps you just that little bit more. But the idea is quick.
Yeah, even with the slipstream there, I couldn't overtake him. Just
Yeah.
impossible. It's that extra 2 cylinders.
X is climbing up the order there nicely. Looks like Terry fell back there a little bit. Paul also fell back there. Brandon's also picked up nicely all the way into fifth place. Got Quicksilver in fourth. Nice little mid-pack chase on here. Looks like Brandon just had a good squeeze there on Quicksilver. Nice little race going on here. That's for fourth, first, sixth, and seventh, all right behind each other.
Ooh, Brandon loses it on the...
Ooh! Oh, just the rear end just snap on him there.
Yeah, just a little bit too much power there.
Yeah. 2 extra horses, that's what happens. Ooh, Ash looks like he's busy fighting there. Jakes is right on you.
You don't have to tell me that.
Oh.
Braked.
Brandon and Object in the mirror. Oh, Object loses it. Jeez, as you switch onto him. Brandon's got some work to do all the way in 8th. Busy chasing Lendl now down. Bit of a gap there between Lendl and Jakes. It's like it's just over a 4-second gap there. Looks like Dylan and Morris are having a good battle there.
Damn it.
So putting pressure on Marius nicely. Taking a lot more curb there for Marius. Down to the main straight. Oh, trying to break that slipstream. Looks like Dylan has got the position. Now can he hold it? Is Marius going to chase him? Silver looks like he's just another 2 seconds behind this battle there. It stays Jakes. So Jakes and Quicksilver busy going at it here. Looks like a better race for Jakes this round. Last round, yeah. Well, it wasn't a great race for, I don't think, for a lot of guys. But yeah. Taking a bit of curb there. Ooh! Quicksilver loses it. Oh, and Ash smacks into Quicksilver. Ouch. That was just unfortunate there. Easy place for Jake's now. Jake's now to catch Marius, which is about 2.4 seconds behind Marius. So this is the race is not over yet. Though it looks like Lyndon is pulling away from Marius, but it looks like the fastest hill is in the front. Doing 146s though. Let's see the objects in slide pit. They look like they're having a good battle there. And Stoll's right behind there. We're just waiting for that opportunity. And Terry's moved up places now. He's in 8th place. So with Ash and Quicksilver now coming to the back, there's probably quite a bit of damage there. Doesn't look too good there. So Jake's saying then, oh, Jake's looks like he just lost it there. Then Lendl will take now 4th place. Like they say, easy come, easy go. Very tricky with these cars. Throwing it nicely into the corners, onto the main straight. This is closer to Brendan and Terrio. Also having a good dice here. At the back of this is object slightly to installs. Fighting for 8th, 9th, and 10th. McLaren's got a little bit more horses than the Bentley. Yeah, object, he's defending these lines very well there from Stalls. It doesn't want to give a position away there. But object is coming back at slide pit. Ooh, Terry losing it there. Oof. Little battle here going on. Object just needs to be a little bit patient there. Wait for the main straight, and then he can make his move on slide pit. No, Sod just joined us.
Evening, guys.
How's it, Sarge?
How's it going?
All good, all good.
Good, man.
Sarge, I hope you asked your wife for permission to come on board. I know it's your birthday.
Yeah, no, look, I made sure it was a good evening before I came.
We don't want you to get in trouble.
No.
Morris and Dolan caught up nicely there. They're going to be battle there for second. Sakil has just pulled away. He's got a gap of 2.1 seconds over Dylan. that Audi is quick here tonight.
I watched a bit of the Bravo race earlier. Like a close racing.
Yeah, it was an okay race. Few little mistakes there, but I guess that's what happens when you put yourself under pressure. And then I wonder, oh, Dylan loses it.
On his own?
Yeah, he lost it just coming onto the main straight. Rian must have just overtook him. They just got too quick on the throttle, losing it. All the way into fourth now with Jake's behind him. Little bit of a flash of a light. Little green Mamba festive here in the middle. So, right now it's Lendo third, Morris second, Hill first. Third there. Wonder if he's going to get a penalty for that. Jake's looking very quick here. Yeah, and there we go. Jake's has taken Bill for fourth. He's probably going to hunt down Lendo, or did Bill leave him enough space to come back at Jake's now onto the main straight? Looks like he might still make the move on Jake's. But looks like Lendo just took Marius. So Morris is battling a bit here, but it looks like he's got also a bit of damage in the front of his car. Morris is battling with the car today. Jakes is on Morris's heel.
No.
You laughing at yourself there, Ash?
Yeah, it must be, because it looks like he just lost the place. Because he was like right behind Terry. So he must have.
Both Terry and I are nursing damage, so we both all over the show.
As we can see, Ash's little bumper giving a little Mexican wave there. The two McLarens are at it again. You see, it looks like Dylan is now fighting for fourth there, right on Marius. Marius looks like he's got quite a bit of damage, and so must be slowing him down quite a bit. He's losing a lot of places, and yeah, he's losing a lot of time. He has to have quite a bit of damage. I wonder where he got all that damage from. Did him and Doe maybe make contact? I just caught him as the wheel was spinning, so it could be. Let's see, Marius might make a mistake at all. But Jakes is on the charge now to get Lendl. But Lendl looks like he's just at the upper hand here. So the hill is gone with this race. 2.5 minutes left. Pretty much done and dusted here. They stay the way they are. Object is in 6th. Marius. Where's Marius playing the Steven game? Waiting for 6th place, having pole. Brandon, slide pit, they're all there. Object in the mirror. There's also a nice close little battle going on here.
Looks like Vaughan has pulled a bit of a gap.
Yeah, he has. He's got his like almost a 7-second gap on Lendl. So yeah, he got a good start. Pretty touched with pit there in the beginning. I think it would have been something else, but just a bit of argy-bargy there. First corner as always.
Yeah.
We tell the guys so nicely, just take it easy. You really don't want to wreck a guy's race in the first corner.
Yeah.
So Brandon is chasing slide pit there. That Audi is all over that Mercedes. Oh, taking the inside line. Just shutting the door there. Object is pulling away a little, but he's got a bit of a gap there.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Brandon's got in there. Just lost the rear end. A little bit of a flash of the lights. Oh, and Brandon loses it. Oh, and so does slide pit. Not as bad as Brandon, but it's just not Brandon's night tonight, I see. Actually, too, still having a good battle here for 11th place. Terry is still chasing down. Pushing a little bit too hard.
No, I've only just got past him.
Oh, really?
It was an epic battle.
Jeez. With so much damage, I can imagine. Man, oh man. What a race. Yeah, well, as we can see, Vaughan is run away with it. He's got a 7.1 gap. He could probably still do a mistake and still save it. But Lendl, so what's it? It's 2 Audis in the front there. Jeez, Audis are dominating tonight.
Yeah, it seems like the Audis like this track.
I think it's a hot track. And the tires are not that. They weren't that great with the other cars, but I must say with the Porsche, I had quite a bit of tires still left. I think it all depends on how you want to ride that car. If you want to throw it around the heat in that tire, that left rear tire, it just heats up and then it's like snot. So
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want. But yeah, I think you could throw it around for maybe one lap and then drive like a normal person for 2-3 laps and then throw it around again. But yeah, that's not consistency there.
No.
But yeah, but tonight it looks like the Audis are dominating here. So Bill in fourth place, Morris in fifth, Object in the Mirror is sixth. Oh, so Morris is going to be starting off second, twice in a row now. Let's see what he can do in Heat 2. Slappy's in seventh, Phil eighth, Brandon ninth. Just not having a lot yet today. A Rockstar Mall. Also not having a great month here tonight. Then Nash, yeah, with his limp biscuit there.
Oh man, I had a good battle there with Terry. It was actually really fun.
So should have found out how much damage he had and how much did you have.
Yeah,
Was
so we're both nursing. We had no straight line speed. Rockstar Mel just came flying past us and carried on his way.
Terry was still quicker than you, Doc. For quite a bit there. The quickest was only at 148 flat.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was a 146 there. A couple of 146. Would have been nice to see Quicksilver up there because he was the quickest car up there.
Times there, hey? And I think it's just
No.
the track was really warm and
Yeah. And I think he too. It just got worse with the track cooling down a bit. Yeah, your traction's not going to get any better. So I think those first few minutes, those first couple of laps, 3-4 laps, you need to get your places and pull your gap as fast as possible because when that sun goes down and the lights come on, the track starts cooling down.
Terry.
Look, can you tell us what happened there? I wonder if you can hear me.
Swan Fawn.
Yeah, we noticed Morris had quite a bit of damage in the front. Let's go to 1900. Yeah. Yeah, so he's going to change it to 1900. And then a rolling start. And you must make sure that's a rolling start. Yes. So let's see if Vaughan can keep his first place then to turn one again. It's going to be very interesting. Everyone's going to have their fresh cars. Ash and Terry can have their decent battle now with fresh cars.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get a better start this time.
Oh, you should. It's a rolling start, so there's not much of a argy bargy there. It's not like the first round.
Well, you never know.
You never know.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Let's go.
Dylan. Let's see if Dylan can keep it not sideways and straight for a change. What do you think, Sarge? Who do you think is going to take round 2?
Round 2. Well, now with this reverse grid, it's always interesting.
Yeah, because now we've got Object in the mirror in first, Morris in second, Dylan in third. Fourth is Jake's, Lendl is fifth.
Yeah, I think if Morris gets a good start now, a good clean start, you'll be able to pull a bit of a gap.
But the question is Object going to allow him to have that gap? Because that Bentley is not slow around here. It's quite quick.
Because as I saw there during the first race, the times were pretty close.
No, they are very close. It's very difficult to say this person's going to win because it just takes that one little mistake, especially through the low S's where we are right now. This is like a very crucial point, as you saw in the Bravo tier pit, losing it there and actually costing the win. So yeah, let's see what the Alpha boys can do. Are they also going to lose it in there? And I've noticed this corner also. Brandon doesn't like this corner very much today. I think he's lost it twice there.
I'm quite happy. This is a nice, quick warm-up lap.
Yeah. Quick and easy. Backing the grid up. Yeah, waiting right on the start to actually get the race going. Doesn't look like anyone's got a big jump. The Object is pulled away a little bit. And I'm going very wide into that first corner. Looking in the back. On his phone, sixth place. Brandon right behind him. So this is going to be very interesting. It's like 3 Audis right on top of each other. Looking at that, and it looked like Lendl got a bit sideways through there. losing the rear a little bit. It's pulling away. Looks like Morris and Dylan are all right there, right on top of object in the mirror. Penalty is the object, and everyone is hunting him down. Takes his right on there, right behind Dylan. Lendl is right, he's a couple of seconds behind Jakes. But Gil and Brandon, they're also very close, chasing down the pack. So 15.5 minutes of racing, so we won't go that far and trying to predict our winners just yet.
I think maybe as the track starts cooling down.
Yeah, I think people are gonna start battling with the tires, because I noticed that in Bravo, a lot of the guys were complaining about the tires. The tires were just overheating, just wasn't enough cool air going through to cooling the tires down. So this is going to be a waiting game. Who's going to push the car to the limits, cook their tires, call it a night, or who's going to play that waiting game, just keeping everyone on their toes. Dylan just lost the place there. Jakes is in front of Dylan, but Lendl right on top of Dylan's heels. Still very close to each other. Looks like Ash is trying to catch up there. Brandon and Vaughn. Person to be watching is actually Quicksilver, because he was very quick. I think he was just very unlucky in his last race. Ooh, Terry just losing it. That's what we call camera close. Looks like Morris has actually closed the gap onto Object in the mirror. Object goes defensive. Morris is going to go around the outside. Who's going to be on the brake sooner? Who's going to hold their place? Object got a little bit snappy there. Jakes is right there. Dylan, Lendl, they're all on top of each other. My goodness. Object going a little bit wide, leaving the door open for Morris. I think he's going to wait for the main straight. Object defending very well there. From first place all the way to first, they are right on top of each other. Jakes is right behind there. Morris is going to try and break away there. Yeah, Morris has got Object. Is Jakes going to try and sneak in also? No. Object just losing one place. But Jakes is right there. Lendl and Dylan are at it as well. So this is a good battle up in the front. Oof. Some close racing there. Oh, just breaking himself off, giving the gap to Lendo. Man, Dylan must be kicking himself right now. Just a little bit. Too much pressure. Oh, object kicking up some dust there. Behind him is now Jake, Lendo, and Dylan chasing down object in the mirror. Yeah, and Morris is just pulling away there.
I see Marius wants to get some clean air.
Yeah, that's him. He's gonna be gone. But we'll see how long it takes Jakes to actually overtake object in the mirror, because I think Jakes is gonna start chasing Marius.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
think.
also very quick on this track.
Yeah, I think he wants to maybe try and push a bit to get past object.
Yeah, but again, you got Lendl and Dylan right there on their heels. So when they get that little bit of a breakaway, they're also just going to be on top of them. So Jakes is not there. He hasn't got that. It doesn't look like McLaren is that much quicker around the track. The Audi is on that main straight. He's super quick. I guess it's also you exit out of that last corner. If you don't get that exit right, it just doesn't play in your favor. Brandon and the hill. Oh, and there goes Ash just switching cameras. Yeah. Ash taking Vaughn there nicely. And now Ash to chase down Brandon. Is Brandon going to give it up so easy like he did in the first heat? It looks like he's learned his lesson a bit there. Oh, but Ash, literally doing what Brandon does. I think it's that downshift. Who's he catching up there with Gavin right behind Slide Pete? Gavin is gonna look for a better result. Every point counts, I guess. Slide Pete not making it very easy. Gavin trying to throw that rear and to get out a better drive through out of there. Looks like Pete got a little bit of a slower exit out of the S's there. Gavin should be all over Pete now. It looks like he's got a better run out. No, Pete has actually got a better run out. Is he going to take a dive? Ooh, that was close. It's awareness from both drivers. Object has lost 3 places there in less than 2 laps. So Jakes has gone through, Lendl has gone through, and Dylan has gone through. Now it's the big chase. Lendl looking for a rundown on Jakes. Morris has got now just a 2.1 second gap over the second place Jakes.
Like Lendl's under a bit of pressure there.
It does look like it, hey. I see Lendl is also very, very patient. He'll put all this pressure on you. He will make your life a nightmare. And then he just waits for that one moment where you've done your mistake and he bounces. He's just like that lion, waiting for his prey.
He's definitely close enough to use any.
Definitely. I think he's waiting for the main straight. He is a lot closer. Ooh, a little bit of a touch. Oh, that was a little bit unlucky there. Like Brandon losing it again there in his favorite spot. Just not his night tonight. So Ash has moved up into 6th place. So Vaughan in 8th, dropping down. I thought Gavin was busy dropping down then. Gavin do a mistake. Yeah, he must have. Who's doing well? That was a bit of a pretty one there. But now we have a battle between Brandon and Vaughan. Chase down Ash. Are they going to work together? Or is it all for themselves? Lionel and Jakes are back at it again. Very close behind each other. Ooh, looks like he's got a better drive out than Jakes. I think he's going to wait. Ooh, Jakes is battling with a bit of grip there. Lendl is all over Jakes there. That Audi just looks like it's the better car tonight. Should have the better drive out here. Yeah, trying to go defensive. So 3 minutes of racing time. This is going to be nail-biting stuff. Jake's still in second, still holding it out. Lendl going to try and go on the outside? No. But he could have the inside of... Oh, just shutting the door there on Jake's.
Oh,
This is some racing. Yeah. And there we go.
but
Lendl just patient, but Jakes has still got the inside line. But is he going to have the better drive out? This is nail-biting stuff. Morris is just away there. He's already got a 3-second gap. But these two fighting, it's allowing Dylan to catch up a little bit closer here. Object in the mirror right on top of Dylan.
That's really some racing.
Oh, man, this is wonderful to watch. Well, when it's racing like this, guys have the respect for each other, and it's close. Any closer than this, and the cars will be in each other.
All lap left.
Ooh. Yeah, there we go. And Lendl's got it. Jakes with the rear and just snapping a bit on him. Lendl has got the better drive out of there. And then 18 seconds left. Silver and Horn are also having a bit of a battle here for 8th place. Ash in 6th. So just 1.5 seconds behind Object in the Mirror. This is all going to come down to that last little bit of energy that they have in them. Are they going to go for the push? Because Ash is right there. Ooh, Drix and Lendl must have missed a bit of a battle, yeah? Drix coming back at Lendl. Oh!
Oh,
There goes Lendl losing it. Oh! No.
Oh my word!
Squeezing each other out. Oh my goodness! What a jeez! What a race! What
Jeez,
a race!
that
So
was one.
Dylan getting 4th, Object getting 3rd, Lendl falling a little bit short in 5th place, and Ash was right there. He was right
God,
there.
just even 2 more laps. Oh.
Oh. Man, what a race! What a race! Looks like Terry disconnected.
That was really.
Man, that was some freaking awesome racing. Yeah. Any closer than that, like I say, you would be in each other. Look at those times. That was crazy. Jeez.
So Object in the Mirror got that 3rd position.
Yeah, he got the 3rd place.
A little bump
Jeez.
between Dylan and
Lendl.
on that last corner. Sure.
Man, that was some racing, I have to say. Jeez. Like I say, any closer than that, and they would have to park the cars in each other. It was amazing.
Yo. I thought there was still one more lap to go.
I was hoping for one more lap.
Yeah, finish it.
Yo, that was one of the most intense races ever.
No, that was. It was a crazy race, especially from our angle.
Yeah.
Then a live stream chat.
Wow.
Look, well done there, guys. Call it a night. Some good racing, great racing.
Yeah.
Well done, Ash. I saw you coming through the field there.
Yeah.
It's Marius, Jakes, and Lendl are the top 3.
Hey, Uncle Jax.
Hey, Stefansi.
Let's see, Lendl gave you a little bit of a sweat there, eh?
I don't know. I'm glad he's not at with the members. Otherwise, that would have been member fever.
Oh, but I saw you still had a bit of a little fever there. The rain was shaking around like you won't believe. and then you pass that disease along, and then Lando had a bit of a shakes there. So it was a bit of a change in the weather, I see.
But that was a nice fight, eh? Yes,
It
that
was. Don't
decent
worry, we caught majority of your little battle going on there, and then jumping through Vaughn and Brandon, and with Ash climbing up slowly. Yeah, I think Ash just needed one more lap.
Dudes,
Good Uncle Marius.
last, I got to win.
Excellent, man. Well done, Marius.
Oh, mad.
If you get the upper half with the start, eh?
Yeah.
If you're in the last 5, 6, it's difficult.
Yeah, I know, it is quite crazy there. But yeah, you had to fight for that position with Object a bit there.
No, I couldn't get past him. I had to wait for a little mistake there. I thought, let me just back off. The tires were starting to get yellow. So just waited for him to go a little wide or slip him. I think I got him down the straight. I can't remember.
Yeah, you got him down the main straight. You got to exit. Yeah. It was a nice little slipstream, and then taking him there, and then but the guys behind you were chasing just as hard.
Yeah, I saw now and then in my mirror, I saw a whole bunch of cars, lights. I don't know if it was 2 or 3 cars battering.
There was 5, Marius. There was 5 of us.
There was 5 of you. It was a train, and they were all following. They wanted that 3rd place.
I was a bit unlucky there at the first race, at the first corner.
Yeah, we saw.
Run off there a little bit, but it was still fun, you know. I had too much damage. All the cars passed me in the straight. So, but it was fun.
Yeah. No, we saw that. It was Vaughn and Slight Pit. They touched a little bit there in the first corner, and Slight Pit came off second best there, and then the rest of you guys just went. Dylan snuck through there. I have no idea how he even got that move out there. It was
The Acura is good off the start, man. And then when I went into the brakes into the first one, I was on my line, and the next thing my car starts sliding, the rear stepped out, and the next thing I was sliding at 90 degrees into turn 1.
Jake's was McLaren a bit of a struggle there today, because I was watching my mirror, and after you passed, it came into second. I was seeing if you could close the gap, but
he was fighting with Lendl way too much.
Yeah.
Okay, you were battling. All right.
Yeah. Until the last lap, just before the last lap, Lendl passed me, and I made him a little mistake, and I decided to stick on his rear. And then he made a little mistake, and then I come past him, and that was on the last lap that I passed him there. So otherwise, I would have ended up 3rd. But what a good battle with Lendo! What a clean fight! Yes, so that was awesome.
Well, you could have been in that little rut that happened on the last lap on that corner where it was Object. Jeez, man. And then Ash was watching all of this in the background. He's just hoping for someone to tag so he can just climb up there.
Yeah, but I must say my tires was shot. That last 2 laps. Yes, that left front tire was not good.
Yeah.
I was struggling with that one.
Yeah, I think it didn't matter what car you were in, you were battling with the car and the tires. But yes, I think with you defending Lendo majority of the race, it didn't make anything any easier.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah, that's a recipe for cooking your tires. Very good.
Absolutely. It's a pity that Ledl didn't join us. But guys, I just want to thank everybody for their patience on the stream. Unfortunately, no audio, but we'll definitely get it up and running for Thursday night's race. To Morris, congratulations on your win. My joke's great finishing there for you. Pity about Lendl, because I think that Lendl would have had the highest overall points for this evening. Guys, don't forget, Thursday we will be racing once again, round number 5 of our Seto Corsa League. Yes, Lendl, you were supposed to join, but we are shutting down now. If you do want to join us, go check out our website, that's sarcoracing.co.za. And before I do the sign out, Ashley, anything from you?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, guys, come and join us. Come be a part of the SARCO. Come and challenge the guys in the Alpha tier and the Bravo tiers. You can sign up on our webpage at www.sarcoracing.co.za. You can also watch us on Facebook and on YouTube.
All right, guys, we'll see you on Thursday night. Have a great evening, and we'll see you till then. Guys, keep practicing, and thanks for watching.
Cheers, boys.
Yos.
Cheers.
Yes, thanks.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.